guys ready for your next comic? I made so much eye contact with you. I was like, hey, sir, you ready? You've been smiling so nice this whole time. Good job. Well done. Good audience member. Pat him on the head, please. I love it when people are like, okay. The loudest man told me to do a thing, I shall oblige. What dumb apes we are that we're just like, well, you said it. It's so rude. Why am I being rude? That's being a little bit of a dick is like my love language. I was like, oh, you like me? Fucking idiot! Okay, too aggressive. All right, you guys ready for your next comic? There we go. All right. She's a local. You guys are gonna love her. Please welcome to the stage, Abby Elias.
Keep it going for Luke Severad, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so my name is Abby, and two things you need to know about me before we get started. My voice sounds like a pumpkin spice Fran Drescher, and I dress like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. If he made better choices, let's fucking go. I was rewatching the original Little Mermaid, the animated one from 1989, the other day, and it still holds up. Yeah, Prince Eric still just as fuckable. Like Ariel literally grew a vagina just to fuck him. Like I don't, like when she's like, hey, give me legs just so I can spread them. She knows a thing or two about being wet. Hey. All right, seriously, give it up for Zach and Death Comes Lifting. This is awesome. It's cool. I come here for yoga sometimes because like I'm getting older and need to take care of my body. I had a birthday not too long ago. I turned 28. Woo. Thank you. I know, beat the 27 club. Yeah. So now I need to get health insurance. Boo. No, I need to get health insurance because I'm 28. It's the age where if I die tomorrow, I'm still dying young, but it's no longer tragic. It's just selfish. It's not like, oh, she had so much potential. It's why wasn't she wearing a seatbelt? She has a cat at home. I turned 28 in 2024. If you do the math, that means I was born in 1996. I told that to a kid who was born in 2007, and he goes, 1996? Holy shit, you were born in the 1900s. Okay, before I go into why I hated that, I just want to like take a read of the room. Was there anyone here in this room that was not born in the 1900s? We don't have any 1896, like no 1708 babies. Okay, cool. When I think of the 1900s, I think of 10 very distinctive decades. Like if you showed me a picture from 1950 and one from 1990, I could very clearly tell you which one was which. Now ask me to do the same for 1850 and 1890. Like Civil War, shooting of Alexander Hamilton, same weekend as far as I'm concerned. How I view the 1800s is how that kid viewed the 1900s. The century in which myself and every person in this room was born. Like he thinks I witnessed the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand, the assassination of JFK, and the Ford Bronco chase all before my 4th birthday. I'd be like, hey, look, kid, let me explain it to you in terms you'll understand. Okay, I am not the 1900s that witnessed the Nazis occupy Paris. I am the 1900s that watched Rugrats take Paris on an orange VHS tape. He was like, what's a VHS tape? Is that something you lost on the Titanic? Like, I wasn't on the Titanic. I watched it on 2 VHS tapes. One of the first movies I remember watching on VHS was Back to the Future. We've got, familiar? Yeah, I rewatched it recently. Doc Brown is really weird. Doc Brown is a grown adult that hangs out with teenagers, and that's not what makes him weird. What makes him weird is that Doc Brown is a grown adult that hangs out with teenagers that he is neither fucking nor buying alcohol for. He's just teaching them science. Like when I was 17 and I was introducing people to my squad, I was like, all right, I'm Abby, this is Claire, that's Sam, that's Joey, oh, and this is Tom. And people would be like, why is Tom 30? Great question. He buys us beer sometimes, and when we don't have cash, sometimes we fuck him. Tom was like the shittiest pagan god. Like when the moon is at a waning crescent, we give Tom offerings of half virgins in exchange for technically weed. And what was Doc giving Marty? The power of knowledge? All I'm saying is if a grown man called and asked me to meet him at the mall parking lot at 1 o'clock in the morning with a video camera, there better be a room temp Miller Lite and some Delta 8 or I'm calling the fucking police. Science experiment, get fucked, Bill Nye. This is cool, this is fun. We had some people, I think Luke took the temp of the room. We have some people who've never been, like this is your first time coming to Death Comes Lifting? Yeah, cool, well, who's here is a first timer, first time? You guys, all right, cool, well, thanks for coming. It's hard to come on the first time. What like drew you here to come see comedy on like a Sunday night? Do you just really hate your boss? Do you, like, what's
I don't work on Mondays.
All right, that's cool, what do you do?
I'm a chef.
Chef? Oh, fuck yeah. Okay, so you're just like, I can never have fun ever, so thank you for doing something on a Sunday night. That's cool. That's cool. I do really love coming here because I love horror. I'm a big horror fan. You guys horror fans? Yeah? Hell yeah. What's your favorite horror movie?
Alien.
Alien? Fuck yeah. Feminist? Childless cat lady? Hell yeah. All right. Guarantee. Yeah, that's the childless cat lady, like, film. It's cool. I don't have a joke about that. I just really love Alien.
It's the lady that, she's trying to warn people about a alien threat. Nobody's taking her seriously and everyone dies.
Everyone dies except for the lady and her cat. Exactly. It's cool. I think after the apocalypse, it'll just be the cat ladies and our cats, and I'm cool with that. It's fine. My favorite horror movie is John Carpenter's 1978 classic Halloween. Yes, thank you. Okay, if you haven't seen it, then you gotta check it out. It tells the tale of what happens when a 21-year-old nonverbal autistic male is failed by the American healthcare system. I work in special education. I can catch a kid on the spectrum from a mile away. And by the way, that doctor breaks like 7 violations per film. He's like, the evil is out, we have to catch the evil. Like, okay, buddy, in our room we just call them people? And how the fuck did he get out? Okay? And I'm not saying I can fix Michael Myers, God no, but give me 5 minutes alone with him. Give me 5 minutes alone with Michael Myers, and you'll see 1 star in his behavioral chart. Like, Michael, put the knife down. I know when teenagers have sex, it makes you have big emotions, but that doesn't mean you can stab people. Okay, now you're stabbing me, I'll wait. Yeah, I work in special education at a high school, which is weird because I'm young, I blend in with the students. The other day, the high school principal pulls me aside and he goes, Abby, it's so funny, because every time I see you in the hallway, I think you're a student. And I go, oh my God, that's so funny, because every time I see you, you hit on me. He goes, no, it's just because you have a very young-looking face. That was the first time in my life as a woman I was offended that a man gave me eye contact. I was like, hey, buddy, eyes down here. Because that's where my name tag is. Get it? Because I was like, I got boobies. No, I don't. I have a name tag. I'm a professional. I was at a show on Friday night and I did the Little Mermaid joke and one lady like leaned over to her husband and at full volume went, I don't understand why that's funny. And it pissed me off, but I was like, you know what, I respect the honesty, it's fine. You're on the spectrum too, I know it, I knew it. It's cool, yeah, working with teenagers is weird though, because like this generation of kids, Gen Z, they are very confident in their sexuality. I think they're more confident in their sexuality, in their sexual identities, I should say. They are more confident in their sexual identities than any other generation previously, but they are not having sex. Sex rates are so down amongst high school students, and it's because they're all on antidepressants. Is this an antidepressant crowd? We big? You guys are like, give me some dopamine, yeah. I don't know if you've ever been on an antidepressant, but it lowers your sex drive. Like you were going 90 on the freeway and you just drove past a state trooper. That's how bad it is. Like I've watched the greatest dick of my generation drop. It just dropped to Prozac. Like it was the fall of the Roman Empire. And like these kids, they know their sexualities, but they won't actually have sex. Like this is a generation of kids that will eat a banana in the lunchroom in front of their friends and give them eye contact, but won't suck an actual dick because they're too shy. These kids are weird, but I like them. It's the parents that I take issue with. Towards the end of the last school year, there was a mom, and she was really mad at the school board because of a question that was in her child's math book. Now the question was, Jamaica has 107 candy bars, and Ramon gives her 52. How many candy bars does Jamaica have? Now I take issue with that question too, because the real question should not be, how many candy bars does Jamaica have? The real question should be, why does Jamaica need 159 candy bars? And how many does Ramon have if he can just give her 52 and it not make a dent in his pile? No. The mom was mad about the ethnically diverse names. Yep. I know. What was that school board meeting like? Was she just like, we cannot let the immigrants into our country? No, sir, no. We cannot let the immigrants into our country. Because you know what they're going to do? I'm going to tell you what they're going to do. They're going to give all our kids diabetes. Okay? They say they're going to teach them how to count candy bars, but they're going to give them diabetes. And it says so right here in this textbook. And you know who wrote this textbook? Tim McGraw and Faith Hill. Why else would it be called McGraw-Hill? It's like they wrote a textbook. Oh yeah, they did. Like, yeah, that's true. Like there is a huge connection between country music and math books. Have you ever heard the Tim McGraw song, She Thinks My Protractor's Sexy? Parents, it's fine. But it is weird. Like I do like working with kids because in a way I understand them. Like I understand the emotions they have. Like one time when I was in high school, a girl told me that I looked weird and it made me so angry I understood why some people shoot up the school. I didn't. Because here's the thing. Have you ever noticed why there's no girl school shooters? Because they can't get a friend to do it with them. As someone who works with teenage girls and was once a teenage girl, we do not do something unless we can get a friend to do it with us. And trust me, there have been times when I was 16 years old when I was calling all my friends, like, no, seriously, guys, shoot up the school with me tomorrow. I really want to do it, but like, I don't want to be the only one. She's like, oh my God, Abby, that's such a great idea. I'd love to do it, but like, I already told Zoe I'd wear skirts with her tomorrow. And skirts and trench coats, it's about to play. That got kind of dark and weird. Let's see how far you guys will go. I got my period the other day. It's cool, it's the best. Actually, it's not cool. It's the kind of period that's making me Google symptoms of a miscarriage. I went to flush and I was like, ah! I wonder who that was supposed to be. Pretty sure in Indiana they call that a burial at sea. R.I.P. little dude, R.I.P. little dude. I'm still learning about my body at 28. I'm learning a bunch of things. Like a couple months ago, I learned how to mansplain. Yeah, it was May, it was at the Millville Music Festival. I was stage hosting at the Punk stage. And while the band was on stage, I was up at the bar, and this guy comes up to me and he goes, hey, yo, stage host, I've been watching you all day, and you've been killing it. Can I buy you a drink? And I'm like, fuck yeah, buy me a drink. So he buys me a drink, and he goes, so what can you tell me about this next band? And I go, oh, they're Melvin and the Etnoids, they're a local band, they're a punk band. And he goes, punk? What's punk? At the Punk stage that he admitted to being at the entire day. Now, I'm not an idiot. I know that he wasn't like, what is punk? Can you tell me what punk is? No. He was like, what's punk? I'm a boy. He wanted me to mansplain punk to him. But the thing is, punk is something that needs to be mansplained to me. But you don't need to know what the fuck you're talking about, okay? So I'm over there butchering the history of punk rock to this dude, like, you see, sweetheart, punk started out in the 90s with a band called Green Day. But the genre really took its form in the early aughts with Fall Out Boy. Because when you think about it, butchering the history of punk rock is the most punk rock thing you can do. It's It's cool. Getting hit on is weird because I do have a boyfriend, and it's going well. Actually, it's not going super well. His family wants us to break up. I know. Thank you for laughing at that. It's shitty, okay? Like, who are they to say that? I know they're his wife and kids, but like... I'm kidding! I'm kidding! One thing I'm not kidding about is that there is an age gap between us. We are 11 years apart. Okay, your silence is telling. Your silence is telling. Normally the response I get to that is, oh my god, Abby, you can't date a guy. You're that far apart from an age. He's going to be so immature. But it's okay, because I can assure you, he is so mature. For a 17-year-old. I'm kidding again, what the fuck? It's the other way around. He's older. If anything, I'm grooming him into a Swiftie. But it is going well though, which is great because my last relationship was a shit show. We didn't fuck at all. Yeah, this guy was like a big jujitsu guy, so he took me to one of his matches. Do you guys know what jujitsu is? Yeah, exactly. It's a form of self-defense where you basically just cuddle the guy to death. Like, there's one move, I'm not sure what it's called, but you go up behind the guy, spoon him, and give him a little forehead kiss. And then he dies from the intimacy. And I'm over here drier than the Sahara Desert, watching my boyfriend cheat on me with another man in front of 30 other different men, but they're all homophobic. Spirit Halloween in my vagina. That's how long it's been. Like, touch me like you touched Jack. I don't know what that was, but I want to do that. All right, if you guys liked what you saw here, follow me on Instagram @itsAbbie. Stream the Poor Man's Podcast. I talk about my pussy a lot. Keep it going for the next
Abby, everybody. Okay, you guys know that that's not actually what punk is, right? Like, I don't know enough.